So this little jungle cactus is known as Rhipsalis micrantha, and micrantha just means smallish flowers, which is not actually unusual for Rhipsalis because they all pretty much have really small flowers. And I actually haven't seen this one flower, or I haven't noticed it flower, so maybe the flowers are so small that I haven't been able to see it flower. But I have a lot of different types of Rhipsalis micrantha around the house, and I have to say that the stems are all a little bit different. So there's a lot of variations and forms of this particular plant that you could actually collect, which is kind of cool because it looks like a different species, but it actually is just a different form of Rhipsalis micrantha. And these are typically jungle cactus of Costa Rica. You could find them in Panama, maybe Colombia, and a number of other South American countries as well. Now, these are epiphytes growing in the jungle underneath the jungle canopy, so you want to have a little bit of a barky, airy mix. So you could see that there's some bark, some perlite in here, and their roots don't like to be soaked in water for too long. So you want the water to drain thoroughly, and you want to be able to water them a little less if you're giving them kind of a little bit more dappled, partial shade, northeast facing light, which I have this particular one growing underneath a grow light in the interior of my space. And it's not like right up against a grow light, it's actually a little bit further down underneath some leaves, which is how these plants typically like to grow. So if you're looking for something that is a little bit more lower light and a little bit more lower maintenance, then you might actually want to take a look at some Rhipsalis. And again, jungle cactus, don't be, swayed one way or the other because of cactus. I mean, actually touching these leaves, and they have no thick spines or anything like that. They have a little bit of hairs, but nothing, that will actually prick or sting you whatsoever. As far as fertilizing these go, you could get away with maybe doing this on a quarterly basis, but with a succulent fertilizer, so like a 2,4,7 or a 3,4,7, for example. But if you do it down to the, an annual basis, that's not going to be a total loss for this particular plant because they aren't really heavy feeders. As far as pests go, I haven't had any problems whatsoever with Rhipsalis and any of my Rhipsalis, and including this one. So that's a really good sign because I think that they are really versatile plants.